Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to the morning coffee show. Let's talk from in the shell and...
Hey everybody, welcome to the Super Fast Tortoise Random Live Random. I know we started a little bit low. In the time, it's not quite 6 o'clock, it's 5:55. I want to work on some D&D stuff or show off some D&D stuff. I'm kind of twisting D&D to my own will and bidding, to be my own kind of thing, right? Because D&D is a little complicated, and I'm trying to simplify it. And I got to make some weaponry for the campaigns and armor for the campaigns and stuff like that. It's going to be a large, huge process, kind of putting things together. It's going to be nuts. It's going to be nuts. Nuts, donuts. Howdy, MTG Hillbilly. Aren't you supposed to be streaming, Hillbilly? Aren't you? I would have invited you on if you weren't supposed to be streaming. I thought you were supposed to be streaming. But anyways, well, I redesigned the character sheet. Yeah. I redesigned the character sheet. Done got done. Oh, yeah. Done got done. How long were you streaming? All right. Okay, let's see. That's all. Trying to stream something. Share a screen, but it's not showing up. There we go. Look at this. I redesigned the character sheets. Like, so if we're used to D&D, I redesigned the character sheet. And I even have a printout of this filled out. But I put all the important stuff up front, what I think is important. The class, the level, the background, the spells on the front page, so you don't have to keep turning pages to know what you can do. It goes up to level 6. I know the spells on its own page can be like, I can go up to level 12 or something. But no, this one's a level 6. This is for my own campaign. You got your inspiration, you got your proficiencies, you got your strength, dexterity, constitutions, and stuff like that. What you're proficient in. You got, I know not all these need a little bubble on the bottom, but I got your stats on the side and a green line highlighted. Give you more equipment space so you can carry more things. Professional skills, which is going to be important, right? Professional skills. Your personality, traits, ideals, bonds, and flaws all on the front page so you can keep in character and don't have to keep flipping pages. Be like, oh, what does my character do? Got experience points up here. And then in this box, I got hit points and hit dice. Hit dice are pretty cool. You can, this is like if your character changes, it involves, you can try different dice for different hit points. Yeah, that's the coolest part. You know, you got your race, your D&D races, your alignment. You get enough space for your character name. You know, I like it. I like it. Then on the back page, I put all the stuff that, you know, you can go back on, like treasures. What are you carrying? Additional features, you know, about your character, other proficiencies and languages on this page, because that stuff, you need that stuff on your character list, but you don't need it always in the front. You know, that's like if you're in a situation, you can go check in that situation, be like, do I got that page? I can do this. Yeah. Yeah, company contract. Like, so if your character is part of a company or contracted to a company, you can write that information down in the square block. Your age, height, weight, eyes, skin, hair, all over here. Then you got your character backstory. Give you enough space to write a decent little backstory if you want. And allies and organizations right here. You know, so like allies and organizations, companies, and contracts. You could have a contract with one company, but be ally or part of an organization that's separate. So it gives you two different slots for character depth and story. Yeah, very professional. Yep, yep. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Bloop. I did not blow that up. Yeah, check it out. See, about an hour and a half. Not many folks want to play. Well, you could have kept them playing. Yeah. Lone Wolf. What's up? I know. One person howling is down. It's cool howling. Yeah. So that was my design change for the campaign. I wanted to design the character sheets. I can put in information where I need to. People can put in information where they need to. You know, some customization options, fun stuff. I showed the wife and kid and who are going to be playing this campaign. They thought the design was really awesome. They thought the design was awesome. Let's see. All right, Hillbilly. I sent you a link if you do want to chill. You don't have to chill. I get it if you're streaming or tired of streaming. But then, but yeah, look at that. Present screen, share screen, window. Share. I got the script right now. This script's for a small scene. This is an opening scene, which needs to be finished. Let me read it off. It says the unsettling movement of the ocean waves rocking a large boat left to right would be simply unsettling to anyone. But three people on a boat sitting on what seems to be wooden crates that slide a little with the movement of the ship. The arms and hands tied above their heads distresses the nerves and makes one bit seasick. With their heads covered in black burlap cloth, unable to see anything, ears rubbing against the cloth make it nearly impossible to hear anything. The cold, damp air makes your hands feel cold, damn near freezing. And then we'll have character dialogue open up for this. Time for character dialogue. Characters can try to talk to themselves. There are noises that come off as if you're locked in a room. You can hear people and creatures busily moving around at a distance behind the other side of a thick door. Now here's a description of the room. Like, so if someone asks and they get a good view, it says the room you're in looks like a meat locker. Metal walls, room about 20 by 20 square feet, large and about 15 feet tall. There's dried hay all over the floor with ice chips mixed in. You're sitting near a wall on the left of the room. In front of you, you see a large ice blocks on the floor. The ice blocks are about 3 by 3 feet tall and stacked about piles of ice 4 tall. The same kind of ice blocks are to the left and the right of the group, with weird animal carcasses skinned and hanging around the room. You realize, the person I'm talking to, you're in a meat freezer on a ship. The meat carcasses hang in 2 rows from back to the front of the freezer and divided in spaces where people have room to walk between each row. There is dim lighting from above the ceiling, little light orbs covered in frosted glass domes with small metal cages that hold the glass in from falling bolted in place. The light from them fight the darkness to barely shine through the large meat locker room. You're left to see that was the what you're left to see that is not supposed to be in there. Huh. You're left to see that what must be the front of the room is a large metal door, hefty and bolted, sturdy and strong. It looks like you could not break it open by yourself or in a group, but also it has a sturdy, strong. It has a push plate to open it from the inside, so you can tell you're not locked in the room, just tied up. You can hear people and large footsteps from outside the door. The mumbles of their conversations get quiet for a minute. The noise from outside deafens to the point you can only hear the waves of the ocean smack aside the ship. The blam! The door swings open fast and hard, and you hear the laughter of three bodies bellow out with large, deep voices, like someone made a funny joke or prank. You hear massive, heavy footsteps walk towards you in your direction. A heavy metallic stomping grows louder and louder, coming closer to you. The steps sound like they are confident and determined, as if the people have a purpose and direction. The footsteps continue until they are right in front of you, and they could suddenly stop. You see large, shadowy objects go towards your heads. The objects seem to grip your heads, kind of rough, but they seem kind of gentle for the size that they are. They move the burlap sacks around your face and head a bit, and suddenly take off the burlap sack from your heads. Your vision is kind of compromised and blurry. Your heads are kind of spinning, dizzy, trying to adjust to the visuals. Characters get time to react to what just happened. The large bodies are hard to recognize. They were shaped together. You hear a large bellowing laughter, but you can count 3 large bodies, or 6. No, definitely 3. You are kind of seeing double vision. Your heads are kind of hazy. Before you can focus your brains and eyes, the 3 large people grab your neck and lower jaw firmly and tough, in a way that forces your mouth to open, like they'd done this before to cattle or something. Your body naturally struggles and feels frightened, as you cannot see anything clear. Your vision is impaired, and your mind foggy. You have no real control over your bodies. Then the big, large hands firmly grip your neck and mouth open, and you see the other hand holding something blurry, sloppy, and green. They force something into your mouth. Wet, slimy, smells like rotten fish, tastes like raw, smelly fish and salt water, and its texture is kind of scratchy, like felt or something. The taste is awful and horrible. You feel them pushing a mouthful of this in your face. Characters get to react. Then they cover your mouth. They demand that you chew and swallow the nasty stuff. You don't uncover your mouth until you do chew and swallow the weird stuff. A few minutes go by as you digest the weird green stuff. Your head seems to clear up. Your brain seems to refocus, and eyesight becomes restored. The haziness and double vision go away. You feel normal, back to strength, restored to new again. As you focus, you see the 3 large characters, two large turtles, a large shark man. The large turtle on the right looks at all 3 of you, making sure you're fully conscious and stable. Bogeba. About 8 feet tall, bulky figure, large towers over you, all of you. Brownish, red-colored, scaly skin, and wears gruff-looking leather pants with fisherman gear. He draws a robe-like poncho. He dons a robe-like poncho made of metal, with fish schools and cover him almost like a blanket from his chest down to below his groin. You can see sharp hunting and fishing knives attached around his belt and holsters. Holsters and sheaths. Holsters and sheaths? I hope I spelled that right. All right, let me double check my spelling here before I continue. Sheath, not sheath. Bolsters and ice sheaths. Taka, about 7 feet tall, bulky figure. Not as much as Bogeba. The other turtle is a bit smaller, possibly the big turtle's own young adult child, wearing waterproof pants, bright neon yellow and reflective stripes down the pant legs on the sides. He wears a metal chainmail sash and starts from the lower of his hip to the right of his shoulder. His assorted fishing tools, lures, and baubles hanging from it. Boo! About 7 feet tall, bulky figure, muscular, large fin on his back, with scarring around his left eye. Sharkman, blue and grayish skin tone. He wears thick dark blue jean like pants. And on his right side of his hip is a large ice pick hook attached to his leather belt. Bogeba waves his left hand to have the three of them step back and give you guys some air and space. Characters interact. That's what I got written down. That's what I got written down. You still coming to my house and mowing my lawn? Hey, Billy, you're funny. You're funny. So what do you guys think about that introduction to the story? I thought there'd be like some chat like, ooh, wow, that's pretty nifty. Yeah, so that's crazy. And there's going to be some, that's where characters start to interact with the story right there. Yeah, they're on a ship. That's like the first beginning of the chapter of the story. That's why I say chapter, but that's when people are going to interact. I got to design a boat for people to interact with, like a fishing ship. It's going to be crazy. Give people ways to interact, find things, discover things as they're heading towards their unclear destination. Yeah. Sorry, reading that just kind of made my brain a little numb. Give me a second as I drink coffee. Welcome to the morning coffee show. I don't know. I mean, you guys like the story how it is right now? I mean, did it pull you in, get you thinking? Think it sounds good? Thank you, Wolf. Thank you. So what I need to do is start looking. See. See, I'm trying to get this all figured out here. Figure it out now. Looking up something, as you can see. All right. I'm looking at some. You guys can see this screen still. No, that didn't work. That didn't work. Hold on. I know. The boring stuff is thinking about stuff. Picture from file. Desktop. I'm trying to do something. There you go. There you go. And there is a picture about what I need to do. I could probably do today. Just kind of copy that design. On are you writing a book? Kind of. It's not exactly a book. I'm writing instances of scenes that have to happen in the story. Like, that's how it works. Like, that's how my D&D campaigns work. I will start writing a story, I branch into it. Because there's a story I want to follow. Let's see. You can't see what I'm doing right now. You can't see. Hold on a second. Just a nightmare. Sup, dudes? Dudes and dudettes. Yeah. So what I want to do is take this design. I copy this design to like the stuff on top. Ooh, I'm tracing the boat around. As bad as possible, apparently. Let's see. What does that shape look like? That's a bad shape. Export. No. I need space, yo. There you go. That's kind of a bad design. Yeah. I need to be able to focus on everything. What's going on? What's going on tonight? Trying to working on D&D stuff or campaigning stuff for D&D. And I need to go here. I need to go here. Here. Yeah. It's kind of hard to read chat and do designs. So I need chat pulled up on my phone, which I just did. I'm trying to design a boat logistics so people can follow through. All right. All right. And here's where things get a little intricate. Yeah. Let's see. Oh my lord. Oh, I can hide that. Sweet. This little thing telling me I was sharing the screen. All right. Yeah, this is designing D&D stuff. All right, let's see. No. All right. Hold on. So that's the room we started with. Yeah. What do you think about that? And see, Control D. Yeah, I see a meat locker, fish locker. All right. I need to change this name. This word. All right. Cleaning storage, right? Clean storage in between the lockers. 2 different rooms. All right. I mean, yeah. Hmm. My brain is thinking. Not that. What that? Why does the star guy look so bad? That looks a lot better. Cafe, cafe, cafe. I'm trying to think. All right. All right. Can't think of the name. All right. Chilling. Look at that. All right. Look at that. Simple but effective. All right. All right. You guys enjoying just the random design process here? This is a reality of just chilling, vibing. All right, those are ramps, so you can get on top of the lockers and stuff. It's got to be able to fish. All right. That's pretty chill. Let's see. Um, Game Checker, what's up? All right, you missed a lot. I'll catch you up soon. Hey. All right, nice. Poor list up here. That's okay. All right. All right. Check that out. That's a nautical adventure. Woo woo. It's gonna start out nautical. Can't check out. Can't check out. Hi. Yeah. You know. I'm ready. I'm writing the first of the campaign. First, the campaign starts on a ship because everybody in the campaign is not from the island. Not from the island. All right. That's a little thing I just made up. That's a large fishing pole in the ship that can swing to port left and port right. Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I'm gonna delete all that stuff. All right, gotta delete all this stuff. No. All right. So try it. There we go. And you get that to fit on page. Yeah, that's not blend in so much. There you go. All right. Yeah. Look at that. Let's see. I can get rid of these. All right. All right. Oh, this is so exciting, isn't it? All right. Let's see. Safe. Boat. That's right, the boat. All right, just ride the boat like that. There you go. You guys rock. It's called the SS Board Wipe. Oh, you're funny. That says board wipe. All right. Yeah, they're funny. Making fun of me for my board wipes. I'll make fun of you for your board wipes. Like, I don't play board wipes. Alrighty. Sorry. How long have I been quiet? How long have I been quiet? Oh my lord. Fluber. Fluber. Did you guys hear me talk about the character sheet? I was like asking Cane Checker how you like the character sheet. That's the redesign of my the character sheet. Right here. I wish I knew there was no audio. But yeah, I got class, character name, level, background, skills, spells, cantrips, all on the front page. Up to level 6 for the campaign I'm running, race, alignment, experience points, inspiration. Cool sheet, no here. So you should hear us now, right? Oh, Lord. I think you went quiet when you got done messing with the ship. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. I feel so bad. Here I am looking at stuff, and you're just being patient with me. Yeah. Then what I went to show you, what I shown you over here. All right. What I'm showing you over here is I have the script set up for the opening to the active participants in the story are going to start tied up in the ship. It's for reasons because they can't know where they're going, so they're tied up in a meat locker, and they have to eat stuff that they're kind of forced to eat to get their head back in line. Steve's experiencing technical difficulties, but Hillbilly says he can hear me. Yeah, I read this whole script out earlier. If you missed it, yeah, that's when we're gonna get to the boat. That's why I started designing the boat, one process at a time. On the boat. Oh, you mentioned earlier, yeah. Yeah. My lord. Designing sure takes it out of me. Designing takes it out of me. But yeah, that was pretty cool. Pretty cool. Trying to design things from scratch. Like I'm trying to do what I'm doing is I'm creating what I'm doing right now is creating a one-shot campaign to introduce the characters to where they're going. Like I want to continue the story, but I want to get this one shot done and have like a whole story, like a whole one shot development story going on. Something small for someone simple who's new to doing D&D as a DM. I'm pretty sure I'll Uber up a little. Quackmaster 5000 agrees, right? You'll screw up a little, have a little fun. Yeah, man. I wish I wasn't so quiet earlier. Now I feel bad. You know how bad I feel? I feel really bad that I was quiet. I've been talking. But yeah. Chill by. Mm. Mm. I mean, so I got a ship design. The hell name that duck that weird name. Everybody, chat, name the duck. Remember, you were there, Cane Chicker. Quackmaster 5000 got the chosen by the people. Yeah, that was cool. Trying to do some D&D stuff, and now my brain's tired of designing. I know it seems simple. It is simple. Cane Shaker. Did you see I found these earlier? Found all three of these books in my room. They were my wife's. I bought her for her because she liked reading and she wanted to read into magic, and now she gave the whole set to me, the entire storyline and feature site. It's pretty cool. Those are old school. That's right. Found them at a bookstore. Would love to find the Ravnica City of Guilds series for Guild Pact Ascension and the City of Guilds. That'd be cool. Yeah. City of Guilds. But yeah. Yeah. So sweet. You know, you guys rock. I mean, anybody got questions? Anybody want to hang out for a bit? Anybody want to chill with me? Well, I say I need to take a break, but I don't want to get off the live. Someone hang out with me so I can leave the room and you can keep chat entertained. Sure. Well, you got the link, Hillbilly. My brain needs to frizzle out. Let's stop frizzling. I just believe in you. I believe in all of you. You guys are smart people. You guys are smart people. Ooh, baby, I love the way. I love the way. But yeah, if you guys got any questions, feel free to ask. Right? Feel free to ask me questions. You can give me advice. What was that boop sound? Watch out, you're going to get scared. Boop! It's Hillbilly! I warned everybody. They weren't expecting to see a gremlins close up and personal.
What's up, everybody? Yeah, for a second there, you cut out, I think it was back when you was designing that little ship there. And then I seen the bings go across the screen.
Yeah.
And I think you lost audio there.
Oh, weird. I don't know why I lost audio.
I don't know.
Like when you see lost audio, my mic was blinking like I muted it, and I don't remember muting it.
Oh.
That was strange. Because like I was talking the whole time. Not trying to keep you guys intrigued and waiting for my next words.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I get weird stuff like that, kind of like that, what happens here at my place. Like I got a TV in my office. Sometimes it comes on by itself without anybody touching the remote.
Uh-huh.
My TV in my living room, sometimes it'll just go off YouTube by itself.
Right.
You'll be sitting there watching YouTube and all of a sudden it changes.
Cane Checker. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Evening Coffee.
That's right. Yeah. I got my coffee.
Okay, coffee. It likes to hide. Yeah.
I'm waiting on a Sprite.
You're
This
waiting on
hillbilly
another Sprite.
Yeah, this hillbilly just walked to the store to get me another Sprite.
All right. Well, anyways, thank you for coming on.
Yeah.
I really need to use the restroom. It's going to take a couple minutes. I'll be back. Please hang on.
Hey,
Enjoy the chat. I'll
don't
blow
get the
you up.
coffee pot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna start playing Commander again on Tuesdays. Kind of miss it. Of course, today is all about Tarkir. And done had one person get a hold of me and tell me that it was done with Magic because they're tired of the 3-year rotation. They're tired of going up against these meta decks that Tarkir did not take care of. Did not shake the meta up yet. I still think it might shake it up just a hair. Just depends on if we can, if the right deck is made or if the right deck is found. Right now on Arena, the meta decks is mostly mono red mouse. They got that mouse that gives double strikes to other mouse. Yeah. And they buff the creature up. Turn 4 kill. You should tell them to be sure to mail me all their cards. They don't play paper. They only play Arena. Person I'm talking about, they only play Arena. But they're getting ready to stop it all because they're getting fed up with it. In which, it happens to some people when when things don't work out right. Like this 3-year rotation. That's one thing that's kind of hurting the Arena standard. I mean, it might be helping the paper, but it's hurting the Arena paper. Not Arena paper. It's hurting the Arena standard. Because, you got 3 years to deal with the cards. And if there is no 2-year rotation, then it's not, and new sets, they come out as duds. I mean, that might be fun. Don't get me wrong, Tarkir is fun. But do I think it could take care of the mono red mouse deck? Right now, no. Maybe if there's a deck that can be made to counteract the mouse and keep it in check. There could be a deck out there that ain't been made yet that could do that. Because, the cards just got released today on Arena. So there's still a lot of experimenting and deck building to be done. And it ain't, the meta ain't changed just yet. I'm hoping there is a deck out there. Yeah. 34 months too soon. Yeah, well, I mean, I knew myself when Wizards came out with this 3-year rotation, I knew it was going to be issues within standard just because of the meta decks. I mean, paper, I can understand. I mean, it might be all right in paper, but for digital format, it's not healthy. I mean, since I play digital, I understand the digital perspective more than I do the paper perspective. Hey, I'll just learn a new word. But yeah, I just think that the digital format isn't healthy right now. not until a deck can be stronger or powerful enough to stand up against the mono red mouse deck.
Oh wow. Ah. Oh man. So standard, are you saying someone quit because they don't like how fast standard goes or how long it lasts?
Well, it's several different issues they had with it. Mainly is we got the new cards in. We just got them today, and they're having issues with brewing up decks that will go up against the mono red mouse deck.
Oh yeah.
Because the mono red mouse deck is so fast, so strong, and because it's like turn one, play a mouse. Turn two, you play the can't take the thing of the other mouse, but you play a mouse that there's another mouse that gives double strike,
Right.
and then then turn three, you give your first mouse double strike
Right.
and trample. Then you cast a whip spell on that mouse, and then go in pretty much for the kill.
That's crazy. Like, by what turn?
I'll hit my turn 4.
Turn 4. Yeah, kind of like what I think that can do to a player. That's pretty crazy for standard.
Yeah.
And Takir is having a hard time shaking that off because that's too fast.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
And that's one reason why I myself was let down when they did no standard bans. Manifold mouse is a mouse that gives double strike.
Manifold mouse.
It's from, I believe it's from
Bloomberg.
Aether Drift.
Oh, Aether Drift?
I believe so. Could be wrong. I think it has
from Bloomberg.
Yeah, Bloomberg. Yeah, I think take it back, Bloomberg.
It has Offspring 2.
Yep.
At the beginning of combat on your turn, target mouse control gains your choice of double strike or trample until in turn.
Yep.
You have 2 of those. You can choose each of them.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Exactly. Like your little token can choose trample, and your regular one can choose double strike. Then you then you cast other spells on top of the mouse that you give them double strike to. It's just too powerful for the standard community. And they should have banned something to hurt that deck.
Mabel Air to Crag Flame. 1 generic, red and white, 3/3. Other mice control get +1/+1. When Mabel Air to Crag Flame enters, create a Crag Flame legendary colorless equipment artifact token with equipped creature gets +1/+1, has vigilance, trample, and haste.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Sup, Salmonella? Whoop whoop.
But there was one card that was going around before the ban started. It actually goes in the Manifold Mouse deck, and it was a mono red card. And if they'd banned that might have helped that deck, might have weakened that deck just a little bit.
Just a little bit, yeah.
But it's still pretty strong deck. It's one of the top meta decks. I believe.
That's a 1/2. I guess mono red's the only deck that can go after it with a shock.
Yep.
And you gotta be able to shock it before you can equip it. Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Maybe they need to bring back Divining Light or something. I can't remember the name of the card exactly. It's a 1 white, deals 3 damage to target creature.
Mm-hmm. I need to do something to weaken that deck.
Yeah.
And this Tarkir set, it is fun.
Mm-hmm.
It is a great set. But I still don't think it will shine against the mono red mouse deck.
Mono red mouse deck. They need to be fixed. Need to be fixed.
Yep.
Ah, that's ridiculous. Because Dragonstorm is such a fun set.
Well, yeah, it is. And if you know, and if you watched a bunch of content creators, if you have noticed during the early access streams,
Right.
you never see them. You never see the meta decks at all. You see
Right.
no meta decks. And that's because, that was a mutual agreement not to play the meta decks. It was
Mhm.
unspoken agreement, but but it was pretty much a knowledgeable agreement not to play those decks with the
Right.
new cards, because the idea of the early access is to showcase the new cards.
Right. That makes sense.
We all knew that, so we did not play meta decks.
But Cragflame just stole the light of a standard. Well, that's pretty crazy. Well, now I guess you know what to expect at Pro Tour.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Pro Tour probably be mono red mouse decks.
Right. Mono red mouse decks. They'd name it the Winter of Mice. Da-da-da-da, like a Eldrazi Winter. When Eldrazi took over Pro Tour. But yeah, it's pretty crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Magic players just need to learn to build better mousetrap. That's the name of a Beast Wars episode too.
It's easier said than done.
Right. But easier said than done. Well, there's so many sets out there. Just like is there a place you can just look up all the standard cards so you can like look up to build standard decks?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you talking about just look at the cards?
Yeah, like if you're researching to build a standard deck, where would you go to like find all the cards that are in standard? That's a lot of cards that are in standard.
It ain't that hard. You can do it on Arena.
You can do it on Arena, but what if you don't have that ability?
Well, I don't know.
Neither do I. Like, I guess that knowledge is need to be shown, made public, more public.
Yep.
Sorry, I'm scratching a kitty.
I just think they need to go back to 2-year rotation.
Something.
Yep, they either need to go back to 2-year rotation, or watch these sets, these decks that are staying on the ladder for so long.
Staying on a ladder. Well, they need, like, it'd be nice to go back to the year-to-year rotation.
Yep.
Then
Year to year.
Yeah. Year to year. They used to do that.
I'd rather stick with 2 years. 2 years is all right.
I guess. I guess because that's like 6 sets. Well, maybe like a year and a half rotation, was it? From core set to core set.
Yeah.
They do have foundations. They can
Yeah.
take that from every year and a half to year and a half. So every 5 years for foundations.
Yeah, 5 years. 5 years foundations, but everything else is 3 years.
Right, Foundations was a good set, like top
Yeah.
notch, but it was not a set that has cards in it that are going to shake standard, except for a couple like Bloodthirsty Conqueror.
Yep. I liked foundations. That was one heck of a set.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. One heck of a set.
Yep.
But then Cane Shaker didn't shake his cane at Wizards of the Coast. I guess we can blame him for not shaking his cane and using his magic. I'm kidding. Wizards of the Coast they're an interesting company. Like,
yep.
how do you keep standard viable? 2-year rotation. Sure, we could do 2-year rotation. Just bring back foundations for every 2. They'll be renewed every 2 years.
Mm-hmm. Or just keep foundations like it is, 5 years, but make everything else rotate every 2 years.
They could do that. Still kind of confusing.
It is.
Have a 5-year rotation for every 2 years.
Yep.
And it's confusing to have a 5-year set for every 3 years.
Yep.
I mean, it sounds like Wizards need to get their head out of their butts when it comes to this.
Yep. They need to do some rotations or some bans.
I think if people give it a chance, maybe it won't be as big of an issue as players seem to be worried about. It seems way too early to make statements now at the very beginning. Well, the only issue, Cane Shaker, I have with the thought process is the set's pretty much solved. And like the format's pretty much solved, and it gets solved really quick, especially when you get everybody who gets all the cards in a couple days to play with. And the enhanced decks that already exist, and they get around a lot of the removal. That's not so crazy, but there is some turn 3 removals that can get rid of that Crag Flame. But like the solved standard is the issue.
Yep.
But that's just my opinion.
I mean, these mice, and this mice deck that they're playing have haste.
Yeah.
So with the haste, not old mouse works with a hasty mouse. That's almost a turn 4 kill. And in standard, it's kind of hard to get through a turn 4 when you're going against the mouse deck.
Right. Well, what other fast decks can they get out there? That's the question. Nope. What other decks can compete with the mouse? Like Cane Shaker says, it seems a little too early for the set to be solved, but people have had the list and you had the playtest time just to figure these out.
Mm-hmm.
I know as a person who hung out with pro players back in the day, like in my LGS, the people who went to pro tournaments, they would start figuring out decks as soon as the cards were spoiled, and not waiting for them to hit pre-release or release date. They'd start figuring out the format before, so they can know what threats to worry about, what decks to build, what decks to be worried about.
Yep.
But yeah, so I wonder if they'll ever reprint Frog. That's one of my favorite old cards. I love Turbo Fog.
Yeah, it's nice.
Well, if I had it my way, I think I could build. There might be enough fog effects in standard. I could build a fog deck that keeps on fogging until it hits a bull ripe. But most fogs they make nowadays cost 3 mana, which is a lot.
Yeah, well, there is one fog type card and some whites. That's going around the standard, but it still don't take care of a mouse deck because it's just too fast.
Right.
The mice. Yeah. Now the mice did not have haste. That deck would not be as good as it is.
Yeah.
The haste is what overpowers that deck.
Sounds like a deck I'd try to build. Well, I know they banned the red ley line because of that deck.
Yeah, exactly. Because that red ley line was in that deck.
That's right. That's right. Anarchy, anarchy. The mouse deck is too powerful. Where's my damn cat deck? We need a cat deck. Sorry, I kicked the table.
Yeah. But you got your 1 mana spells that buffs creatures, such as Monstrous Rage. That card is in that deck. So you play your hasty mouse. You play your manifold mouse with the spree. So you get 2 of those on the battlefield.
Manifold mouse doesn't have haste.
No, but there's another one out there that does.
Oh, okay.
That they play with it that does have haste. It's a 2/2 with prowess.
Ooh.
I can't think of the name of it, but it's a 2/2 with prowess, and that's the one that's most of the time used with it because it has that prowess. But anyway, you give that creature trample, double strike, then you throw Monstrous Rage on it. Game's pretty much over.
It's a 2 mana 2/2 with haste and prowess.
I believe, yeah, pretty sure it's got prowess.
Emberheart
If I had
Challenger.
one,
Emberheart Challenger.
that sounds right.
Costs the generic and a red for a 2/2 with haste and prowess, and has Valiant. Valiant says whenever Emberheart Challenger becomes the target of spell or ability you control for the first time each turn, exile the top card of your library until the end of turn. You may play that card.
Yep, that's it. That's it.
Nothing about that deck screams turn 4 for me.
I believe it is because that's not only Monstrous Rage ain't the only spell they play with that deck.
Right. There's got to be. I'm pretty
Inside
sure.
Out. Inside Out. How much is it? The Inside Out's played on that also. More likely the same turn.
Inside Out. Turn Inside Out?
Mm-hmm.
Because Inside Out's from Shadowmoor. Turn Inside Out gets +3/+0 until in turn when it dies, manifest dread. That's not horrible. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's a good chunk of life.
Yeah, but you keep playing. You play those on that card. Give it double strike. Give it trample.
Give it +4/+1, so 4, 5, 6.
Mm-hmm.
Turn. It's like a turn 3 card.
Yep.
It's like turn 3, not turn 2. So turn 4 turn 4. If you have a couple of those, you might end the game. But that's reaching there. But that double strike is pretty nuts.
Yeah. But believe me, it's possible because they play so much. They play so little curve, and it gets rough.
And you don't think like it's 2/2 drops that are powerful that you're talking about. I mean, if you want the token from the first one, you got to pay 4 mana.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds kind of mid-rangey for a haste deck, though.
Well, yeah, but it's just all that hastiness is what gets you.
Mm.
I mean, it's about a turn 4, turn 5 win.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
And their spells, another spell that they use is this plot. There's a spell that they plot use on that too.
Let's see. Kendrick says, I'm sorry to poke fun at this, but it does make me smile and laugh at deck ideas that I have been trying to build for a while. Players are up in arms. That's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got you. No, it's not really. It's fine to poke fun at it.
Oh yeah.
It's like I'm pretty sure this deck didn't just come from nowhere. Someone had to figure out that the two mice were good together. I mean, a two
Yeah.
mana, like Monastery Swiss Bear is in standard, isn't she?
Yep.
And that's a good, powerful drop. Let me see. I'm spelling Monastery wrong.
Yeah, it's in the standard still.
Uh,
Yeah, it'll be there for a while until they make it through rotation.
So that's what pushes the deck to be powerful is the Monastery Swiss Bear.
Mm-hmm.
That's 1 mana 1/2 with haste and prowess.
Right.
So turn 1 you get a Monastery Swiss Bear. Turn 2, and you attack for 1. Then turn 2 you play another Monastery Swiss Bear, and you play a spell to buff 1 up, and you buff both up, and that's 3, 4, 5 damage. Turn 2. Turn 3 you play your little mouse with haste. Then you cast a burn spell or a buff spell, and you buff up your team and you attack. That would be the core. Like that card. How about we talk about how many Elspeth Hillbilly pulled in arena today?
I don't remember.
Mm-hmm. How many Elspeth? You pull like a full playset?
Yeah, I pulled a whole playset on arena.
Mm-hmm. Whole playset on arena. That's crazy.
But I like the Planeswalkers. They are good.
They really pushed the power level of those Planeswalkers.
Yeah. That they did.
But yeah. Well, yeah, I think in that mono red deck you're talking about, if they banned Monastery Swiss Beer from standard, it would slow the deck down a bit. That I can see being the culprit because you got prowess and prowess and prowess. So each spell you play that buffs up one creature, buffs up your team.
Yeah, or just ban something from that deck just to slow it down.
Mm-hmm.
That's what people are wanting.
Okay, Trigger's like he also got a fat stack of wild cards too. Woo!
Yeah,
So
I got some pretty good. I got some wild cards.
Why don't you build the mouse deck yourself?
Because I don't like meta decks. I like fun decks instead of meta decks.
But you could rank.
Yeah.
Think about it. You can rank, become a pro tour player, go to pro tour, get famous.
Nah, I ain't gonna be no pro player. Not like you.
Well, like think about it. You play enough arena. Why don't you get qualified for pro tour?
I got buying points to do that, but I don't want to. I don't use them. I ain't going to use them.
What?
Yeah.
Totally. Look, instead of complaining about the deck, you could be playing the deck.
I don't want to play the deck.
It's mono red. Come on. You can even splash a color in for fun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm pretty sure there's a card in Dragonstorm for you.
Probably is.
Like, I'm pretty sure that new Black Dragon can knock out that deck if you have it before turn 4. The Scavenger Regent, it costs 4 mana for a 4/4 Flying Ward discard card, but it has 2 black and X for its Omen side.
Yeah. How much is the Omen?
2 black and X. So you
2
need
black
4 mana.
and 1 X.
Yeah, you need 4 mana to basically board wipe their board. Most aggro decks like that one plan for that and keep a hand back to save the creatures. So there's an answer.
Yeah, that probably would answer it.
Right?
It might.
But then you got...
Depends on if they can buff their creatures or not.
Fleeting Effigy is pretty good. 1 mana, 2/2 haste. When step returns creature to its owner's hand. Aggro-ness.
Yep.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, so, I mean, the set just came out. You can't be complaining. Like, there's got to be a fix for this deck somewhere, hidden inside, like board wipes. I mean, Twin Mob Stormbrood can get rid of one of the red decks if you're running a red variant. Like, deal 5 damage to target creatures without flying. None of those creatures are flying. 2 mana, burn one of them dead.
Mm-hmm.
See if
I
there's
mean, if you played Arena, you probably understand why people complain about the mice deck.
right. People who also play Arena a lot. They don't give their brains time to chill.
That too.
They're constantly playing. I mean, you got Thornplane Detainment as a 3 mana removal spell. That's not horrible. That's the O-Ring Banishing Light card from there. Now, I don't think you're going to find a lot of multicolored removal spells. And there's a few, but man, that's 3 colors, or you're working at 4 to 5 mana to cast them. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
But then, yeah.
I myself like my turn 4 Exile, all copies.
Can't check
the
like, the mice. That's right.
Called the
Meta deck. It is near impossible to build a deck idea that no one has come up with. Near, but I'm pretty sure I tried Turbo Fog.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm pretty sure there's answers. You just need to be more of a removal heavy set, and you gotta outpace your aggro. That's usually how you beat aggro decks is outpace it. Right. You gotta outdo their speed.
Yep.
It's like a counter spells deck. You need decent draw on a counter spell deck and work through the counter spells. It's like that's how you get through a counter spell deck. So yeah.
Right.
Oh, so you do have a turn 4 deck?
No, I don't. I do not have a deck that can win on turn 4.
But the mice scare you.
I mean, it don't scare me. They don't scare me. It's just they are quick, and some people are quitting over the game because of no bans being done to standard.
I don't think people are like hard quitting the game for it. And then like people might be slowing their play, and like unless something changes.
No, I never said I had a turn 4 deck. That's mice is a turn 4 deck.
Well, the one thing I could tell you is if you did copy the deck and played it, you can learn the strategy of the deck and learn the way to play against it too.
Mm-hmm.
So the deck's not horrible if you copied it and played it. You're like, look, here's the thing. You're kind of a casual player. You love playing casually on Arena. But not everybody on Arena is a casual player. Some people are diehard tryhards,
Right.
So you're going to face those decks if you like them or not. Are you going to quit Arena?
Not me, but
Are you? No, I'm not asking about anybody else. I'm talking about you. Are you going to quit Arena?
Not really, but I have thought of it.
Are you just going to scoop to everybody who plays that deck?
Probably not.
Then why not just build the deck? Play the deck. Have fun with it. I mean, it's a fun game, Yeah. I mean, it's not like you're losing out. I mean, if they end up banning a card, you know why the deck works so well.
True, but I find old decks not fun.
Well, you're just in a different world. Like Commander is a casual set with some diehard tryhards out there, right? Like Commander is about having fun. It's building those more casual decks. It's more about that casual game. So Commander players know it's more of a casual format. But in Standard, you get the tryhard diehards. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
right? So you're gonna get the people who are going to want to kick butt and go and get as many victories as they can to get to that bronze, gold, whatever the tier up system they got. They're going to try to do that. I know Arena wants you to try different decks and different ways to win to get some extra points, but like if you follow pro players, like you can like what's his name um Louis Scott Vargas. You follow a pro player like Louis Scott Vargas and start watching how he plays and how he teaches the standard. Because there's a lot of players out there who are out there teaching people how to play standard. And when a big deck like this mouse deck comes out, they tell people the best way to play the deck, what the deck is, and they also talk about cards that go against the deck. So a partial opinion and thought is there's not enough knowledge about this deck that you know of to understand what it's going from, because there's got to be an answer to this deck. This might be one of those raging decks that a lot of people are playing. Like the pro players, I haven't heard them say anything a lot, and I do follow Louis Scott Vargas, and his videos don't pop up all the time.
Yeah, it is a raging deck.
Mm-hmm. Can't check her. Hell, I may just start back playing Arena so I can too have players. That's right. Fear my mouse. That's right. Right, but I'm just saying, like no one's twisting your arm not to play against these cards, and no one's twisting your arm to play these cards. But like, if it's the winning deck, I know you're a casual player, but maybe just because like most of the cards and stuff you get on Arena are you pay for some of the stuff, but you get a lot of it for free through earning points. Maybe you just need to play some of the meta decks to get into that realm, because that also too can help teach your deck building skills to be a little bit better than what they are now. I'm not saying you're bad at building decks. I'm just saying it can probably increase your knowledge of building decks.
Right.
Right. And it's okay to play a meta deck. There's nothing bad about it. It's not like you're playing CEDH against a tier bracket 2 deck.
True.
Because we've been there.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But you know, in standard, there's no bracket system, right? If mouse deck gets compared up to you, you're not going to be like, "Oh, I'm being unequally paired." Like I know Wizards tries to get Arena to pair you with decks similar to your power level, but sometimes those pro players just slip through. You know, because it's still random.
Yep.
And Cane Shaker might play you once. He's like, hell, he might just start playing Arena on that computer of yours, Cane Shaker. That computer of yours, the one that talks back to you and barely fears the cane, like it has like a glimpse of fear, but nothing to fear. Like your cane doesn't scare it. I know that computer of yours. The shaking that cane at your computer might upset it. Hurt its feelings. I'm kidding. But if you heard the stories about that computer, it's funny. So yeah, so I'm just saying it's okay to play some of the meta decks. Like when I first started playing Arena, I accidentally built a meta deck. Then once I realized people were playing the same kind of deck, I started watching their plays to see what cards I wasn't playing to maybe improve my deck. Now that deck's not as strong as in today's market, because Historic is a beast now. Because Historic's like stronger standard.
Yep.
All I'm saying it's okay to be competitive.
Yep.
In standard.
I understand what you're saying, but I like playing different kind of decks, not just a meta deck.
Right. Because it wouldn't be like, it doesn't mean it'll be the only deck you play if you built it. It just means you get to play a deck, learn the deck. K-Trig's like, yeah, that's a good point, SFT. It's a giant chunk of nerds.
Yep.
This computer. But yeah, so like here's the true fact. People like I haven't been in this boot camp once where I couldn't afford professional standard, like high quality standard. A lot of people who can't build the decks to compete will complain, but the people who want to compete and win will adjust, right?
Right.
And that's it. That's it. So as much as we talk down about the deck, maybe consider trying out the deck yourself. I mean, hell, who knows? You might enjoy being an aggro player for a turn or two. Then you're like, that's enough of it.
Now, don't get me wrong, I have tried the deck, but I didn't like it.
Right? But you got to play the deck. Use it to your advantage. Like get to the places you want to go. Kane Checker says poo poo.
Yeah.
Just like Commander, you can't really spread your wings too much like you do Standard. Standard, there's like tons of decks, different type of decks. But then when you want to spread your wings in a Pro Tour, you got to kind of make your list of decks succinct. Like short and simple to the point. But in Commander, you have so many options different ways. But look, you're even pushing the power level of your Edgar Markov deck. You're looking to get cards that improve it to be more feisty and rude. You're probably going to try to make that a bracket 5 one day without knowing it.
It may end up like that. I just never know.
Right. Well, the same thing can be done with the mouse deck. Because that's all what's feeding that is all the good spells that are coming out in the set. And these sets, these 1-drop cantrips and stuff. No. I'm just saying, don't think everybody's gonna quit for it. It's not like, I promise you, it's not like the old Mirrodin block when Mirrodin was reshaping the game, taking over the formats because they made purposeful combo cards and some busted mechanics and uneven sets. By uneven sets, not all the mechanics in the sets, like a single set, were equal to each other, where some mechanics were busted and some mechanics were just watered down.
Right.
Yeah. Kane Checker knows about that. Kane Checker knows all about that. When he played Mirrodin and scrubbed the Pro Tour and took first place and went by another name.
Yep, I'm still trying to figure out that name.
Look up who
He
won.
won't tell nobody. Yeah, he won't tell nobody what he went by when he did that.
This was in the day and age where all the power was in his knees and his feet before he had his cane, when he was pretty much Chuck Norris 2.0.
Yep.
But then one day Chuck Norris came over and stole his Chuck Norrisness. Arcbound Ravager ruled the day. That's right. Those combo decks were nuts.
Yep.
Arcbound Ravager, basically, if you built +1/+1 counters on it, you can move those counters at a death trigger to another creature, and that's what made it pretty good. I believe it was busted back in the day. Back in the day, turn 4 wins were a possibility too.
I
think I spelled that wrong.
But
where is it? I'm trying to find Arcbound Ravager. That's Avenger. I don't know how to spell. I don't know. Oh, there you go. I was adding a letter in there.
Oh,
See, Arcbound Ravager. I spelled it wrong. So, Arcbound Ravager costs 2 mana for a 0/0 artifact, but has modular 1, enters the battlefield with 1/1 counter on it. You can sacrifice an artifact to put a +1 counter on Arcbound Ravager. Ornithopter costs 0 mana, it's an artifact, and you can sacrifice it to put +1 counter on it. Modular 1 says when this creature dies, you can move all those +1 counters on a bigger creature. So you had a way to keep power on the board. Mm-hmm. Candy Tricker says at one point I had players scooping as soon as they knew that.
wow.
Playing. Yeah, I knew what he was playing. There was a card I used back in the day that stopped Ravager from being super menacing. I lost to the Ravager a bit, but it's out of Plastic Manipulator. It costs 4 mana, 2 generic, 2 blue. Had Graft 2, and you can tap it to steal a creature that an opponent controls with a +1 counter on it. Yeah. And Arcbound Ravager usually had +1 counters on it. There's an infinite combo to make it go nuts, and before they can swing in, you steal the creature.
Almost like my Edgar Markov. I kept 5 vampires and steal somebody's creature.
You know what's funny? It was when I was at the pre-release. I was playing Commander game with my neighbor, and he played that creature where he tapped 5 vampires and steal a creature. And then before he could play it, he played it made a token. I destroyed the token with an ability. Then the next turn, I attacked him for the lethal. He had to block my lethal. Lost a token, couldn't steal my creature. Then I ended up playing Corrupted Conscience and stealing his creature. I stole creature, so he couldn't steal my creature if he played a 5th vampire.
Dang.
Yeah, my deck was being brutal. But even though my deck was slow that game, but it was brutal at the end of it. He lost. Sadly. But Cane Shaker was all about it. He's like, hell yeah. He was shaking his cane at my deck, saying, give Tortoise a win. I'm like, no, shake it at my pre-release kit. Shake it at the pre-release kit. It's like, I'm shaking it at your commander deck. I was happy that I was just happy that I got 2 packs for going and the pre-release kit for playing.
You hear anything else from Wizards about your
Yeah, they asked for
promo?
some stuff. They asked for some pictures, so I sent them pictures. That just happened. Candy Tricker says, see, Hillbilly, you are as evil as me playing the Ned card Markov deck. Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you're going to play Edgar Markov, you can play Mouse. Mousewitz. Call it, like, add splash black to it, called Five Goes West. You know how powerful that deck would be if they brought back Phyrexian Mana?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what Phyrexian Mana is?
What?
So Phyrexian Mana is busted. So, like, there was a Phyrexian Mana for each color of the pie. So there's a white Phyrexian Mana, blue. And Phyrexian Mana said you could either pay 2 life or the color of the mana. So they made a couple cards like Gitaxian Probe, which costs 1 blue Phyrexian Mana, and you can scry 1 draw card basically. So for 2 life, not paying 0 mana, you could scry. Look at target player's hand. There you go. You look at target player's hand. Get all the free information. Boost up your prowess nowadays. If it was standard, that would have been nuts. Phyrexian Mana is nuts. Okay, checker. Those damn oily bastards are nasty too. Those Phyrexian Cane Checker fought in those wars. He's a soldier of fortune who survived many Phyrexian wars in his lifetime. He's seen the casualties. He's seen what it can do to a person. He's chewed the bubble gum. He's fought the other side, looked into the whites of their eyes. Oh man, but yeah. So what you thinking over there, Hillbilly?
Not much.
Yeah. I'm just saying, standard could be in a worse condition if they didn't storm list some abilities.
Yep.
But it would be nice to see a smaller standard frame, like a solid frame, like
Yep.
2 to I think they should do 1.5 years core set again. 2 years might be fine. That's like a lot of. That's like, oh, who knows with this year coming out? But you got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets coming out this year. Let's see.
6 sets and all.
Let's see. No. Oh, here we go. Got
6
1,
sets.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sets. Yeah, 6 sets. 6 sets is a lot to delve into
Yep.
for 1 year.
Right.
Yeah.
And if they would go down 2-year rotation, they wouldn't be able. I don't think they'd be able to do that many sets like that.
Well, if they did 2-year rotation, that'd be 12 sets a year if they kept up that pace.
Yeah. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Cane Chicker, he's probably really jotting down a mouse deck idea.
Not really.
You eat those fudge rounds? Did you eat those fudge rounds?
I still got some.
You gonna send some to me?
Well, I was there this morning and knocked on the door. You never did answer the door, so I turned around and came back home.
That's funny. That's funny. Yeah, I told you, we don't answer the door to mailman. The mailman. You just need to walk in.
I even tried to scout myself as a cane shaker. You still wouldn't open the dang on door.
I've seen Cane Shaker once. Not in person, but I've seen Cane Shaker.
Mm-hmm.
There would be a lot of bulking up you'd have to do. He's a pretty beefy dude. like I mean, like he's pretty tough looking, like pretty buff looking. He's gonna be like, nah, you're talking down. He's like talking me up. Yeah. So and no offense, Hillbilly, but you're not really the bodybuilder type. That's funny. That's funny. Don't care who you are. But yeah. But like the reason why I defended the mouse deck so much is if you're gonna play standard, and if you're gonna play standard, then you're gonna play to enjoy it, you might as well play the deck just to get it out of the way, have fun with it, learn what it's about. So maybe you can come up with a different deck or something.
Mm-hmm.
SFT said I was a land shark at the door. Land shark ahoy. I know it's only the first day of Tarkir, but I've actually been able to enjoy my doppelgang decks in standard without getting crushed. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he played me. Yeah, he played that deck against me. It's a pretty good deck.
Sounds good.
It is.
Doppelgang. Have you played the doppelgang deck?
No, can't say I have.
Is that a powerful deck?
It can be, but mono red mice is quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right about that, Lone Wolf? You play Arena.
Lone Wolf. That's right. I already howled at him this afternoon. He came by earlier.
Wow.
Yep. In fact, there's his chat right there. Lone Wolf. Whoop, whoop. It was weird. I howled at him all alone.
Still sorry about what, Lone Wolf?
Yeah. Didn't you know Hillbilly likes getting his butt handed to him on a plate, silver platter with the cherry on top?
Hey, That's all. That's what Tuesday afternoons are for. Is to have fun playing arena. That's what it's all about.
Have
It
fun.
ain't about trying to climb no dang on ladder or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about having fun.
So I felt bad after going a little overboard on attack.
Nah, don't worry about that. If you notice, I was laughing about it because it was fun seeing.
Yep. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It was fun. It was fun going up against it.
It's fun getting in trouble. That's what was going on. Getting in trouble with magic decks.
Yep.
Just got to believe.
Got to believe in magic.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think Kenny Chicker has a good point. Eating a piece of apple pie is a good idea. Would that be called the Kentucky cheer platter?
Oh Lord.
That's funny. That's funny. The Kentucky cheer platter. Hillbilly getting his butt added to him with a cherry on top. That's funny.
Now with the viewers, they brought it today.
Good for the ones that showed up.
Yep.
Because you were saying a lot of people didn't want to play very much or something.
I couldn't get too many players.
Too many players. Well, too bad. You couldn't just go like on Discord and ask for players.
True.
For Arena. It's not easy. Unless you're just going to give out your friend code to everybody.
Right.
Yeah. Which I don't think
I
you
give
want
that
to do.
out on the. I give that on the stream, and besides, the stream is for the viewers and the subs and the members.
Mm-hmm. Members, viewers, subs, members.
Yep.
How the hell that happened?
How did what happen?
the Kentucky cheek platter.
Oh, you got too excited. You excited, YouTube?
I think a double posted his comment. That's what he's asking about.
Yeah, he excited YouTube. That's why I did it.
Yeah, YouTube got excited. They were applauding your creativity that they copied your text. Here, do you want me to ban that second text from the channel for 5 minutes? No, I'm kidding. No, sometimes the enter button hits twice on accident, or sometimes YouTube messes up.
Mm-hmm. I've done that before.
Mm-hmm.
Or try to correct the misspelled word and it just shoots right on in there.
Right.
To you before you can even correct your typo.
All right. Maybe your cane shaker. Maybe your cane put in its own comment because it's like I want attention too.
Yeah, it's possible.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Want to try something fun? There you go. There you go. I got a third listing. I pinned his comment to the top of the chat. Oh, did that do anything on your side? Did it say like your comment got pinned? Did da 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 da? What the hell are you doing, SFT? Having fun. It's okay to have fun.
Yep.
Maybe I'm messing with the YouTube gods. That's right. It's like, yeah. Oh, Hillbilly got up. Hey, everybody's chair's empty. Take it. Take it. Take the chair. Look at you.
I want to work on my lag
You want to work on your lag?
lighting.
Ah, you want to work on your lighting. We'll just dim your ring light down a little. And you should be able to dim your light bulb down a little too. That's all you really need to do is just dim the light.
Whoops. Tag blanket.
Isn't there a dim switch on your thing?
Yeah, my remote's dead. I gotta
Like
get a
on the
battery.
cord. Like on the cord. See, like my cord has
Yeah, that's what I got in my hand.
right. Then there's an up down sun button. Up's to brighten up, down's to brighten down.
Yeah, I just got to figure them out.
Just be careful, don't throw yourself into a seizure.
Nah. See. Ring lights on this side.
Right. There you go. Now, how do you control the color changing light bulb to dim down a little?
Okay. Lights. It's only at 7%.
Right. Okay.
Now that's 100%.
You're not supposed to go up. You're supposed to go down.
I'm going down.
Huh.
Yeah, that's all. 1%, 4%.
And your ring light's at the lowest it can go.
Yep.
I mean, how much space do you got to push your lamp away?
The lamp, it's on the edge of my desk. Right beside my monitor on the edge of my desk.
There's nothing you can set it on off your desk? Or does the desk take up all the whole room?
No, that's all the room I got. Let me try something.
Your light bulb doesn't get hot, does it?
No.
You got a piece of printing paper?
Nope. Far as I know of, it don't get hot.
Right, I just touched my light. It's been on all day. It's not hot. Like,
Okay, now it's beside my monitor.
all right.
Of course, I got a big monitor.
Mm-hmm.
That's all the way up.
All the way up. See, your ring light side looks good. You look like you're glowing on the other side.
On 3%. change the color of it.
Like, do you got an orange?
Do I have orange?
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
yellow?
There's yellow.
All right.
There's orange.
Mm.
I think they're the same bulbs that you got.
Could be. Like, look, here's mine with a red light. Like, you don't realize, you don't see me much without. Here's a yellow light, orange light, yellow light. See, it's dimmed down.
I
There's me.
still like white.
Yeah. Is your room light on?
No, I just turned it off.
Your room light is off. So the only thing on you is your two lights.
Yep.
Ooh.
Let me try something different. Could be camera settings too. Get back here. Okay. Let's see.
James Willis, we're back in the 90s. Sci-fi 90s. Your light's so bright you disappeared.
That's fine. I turn my ISO up. That's when I disappear on the light.
Why don't you turn down your ISO? Have you thought about changing your camera settings to a lower setting?
Well, that's what I'm trying to do.
Oh, okay.
That'll help, fix the lighting.
All right, let's see. Kenny Chicker says, well, guys, I need to take
There
my
we go.
mouth not to go potty. I want to smoke. There you go. That looks natural. Beautiful. See you tomorrow morning, Kenny Chick. Have fun.
See you, Kenny Chick.
So did you turn your ISO's lighting up?
Yeah, I turned it all the way up.
Well, you turn it down. There you go. You're turning it down.
Yeah.
You look like you're cut from the 70s movies. Why are you so orange?
Could be the light.
I mean, look at you. Is your light on you? All right, try to put on a regular light.
Well, that is.
Why? You're so yellow. You look like you're from an 80s show.
Could be this.
All right, now turn your ISO up. Do you know how to reset these functions if you need to?
Yeah, it's got a reset on it.
All right. Yeah, you're still orange, dude.
Now let's try this.
There you go. There you go. That's perfect. Oh, hold on. Back down a little. There you go. Now, both your lights are on?
Yep. I got this on bright.
So turn up your ring light.
Turn the ring light up.
Yeah. There you go. Now, if you could change the hue of your setting a little, you'd look perfect.
Like you my setting.
Well, whatever your saturation, if you lower your saturation or whatever it is that's making you primarily yellow. There you go, black and white. There, see, there you go. That's a little better. Now you look like you're from a grainy 70s photo.
I got too much. I got too much contrast in it.
No, I don't know if it's a contrast. Your color is faded.
Looks pixelated there.
There you go, black and white.
I think that would be the problem right there.
Yeah.
This looks orange though.
You look yellowish, yeah. But the color, the balance, the video balance is better. The color's off.
Maybe it's my ISO.
No, it can't be your ISO. The ISO is a change in lighting. The color of the yellow is staying the same. That's be another setting that you mess with. See, now you look more normal there. It's all blue.
Is it looking better?
You looked really good earlier, like a couple options ago. But you're looking a lot better. You just have a blue hue to you. See, now you're looking better there. See right there. Whoa, now you're going too far. Look at your shirt and try to match the shirt to the color of what it is.
That's the right color right there.
Yeah.
Sharpness is all the way up.
Well, turn sharpness down a little.
All right, there, turned it down a little bit.
All right. Your contrast seems good. I don't know what other options you have on your thing. Whoa. There you go. What was that?
Look washed out now.
You resetted your settings?
No, I turned automatic exposure on. When I turned it off, it looks like that, like normal.
Right.
Turn it on, I go white.
Right. So, what's your exposure settings? What's not automatic?
Shutter speed's 1.75 seconds. ISO is 223.
That's interesting. Automatic exposure adjusts the exposure lighting to what's going around you.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. There you go.
Compensation.
Huh.
It's looking better.
Yeah.
That's brightening me up. How's it looking? I think it looks pretty good now.
Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's not horrible at all.
What do you think?
I think it looks decent. You don't look like a glowing orb.
All right. Save the settings here. All right. Now, how does it look?
It looks pretty decent. It looks more normal. Did you
Cool.
reset everything or something?
No, I just dimmed the lights.
All right. You dimmed the lights. Now, the best thing you can do is take off the background and show you green walls, and that will show you your exposure settings. All right, that's how you look.
Cool.
All right. That's cool.
I think it looks good.
Yeah. So you need to
Wait.
shave that head again.
What y'all think, Chad? Do you think this camera looks better now since I
Yeah.
fooled with it?
Let me put the dogs up.
Yep. I like being able to, change this back here to whatever I want.
Mm-hmm.
But I can only do that on StreamYards. Can't figure out how to do that on OBS.
Huh.
I know there's probably a way to do it. I just ain't that smart yet.
Right. Might not. But yeah, that's a lot of settings to learn.
Yep.
Miss Hillbilly says you look good. That doesn't count because you're biased.
Yep. I gotta figure out. I gotta make sure I get this ring light set like this every day. Now my lamp, I ain't worried about it because it's on an app. It ain't going to move.
Mm-hmm. Don't move. Don't move.
Yeah, next Tuesday I'll probably start playing Commander again.
I didn't realize you quit the whole show.
Just while things is going on.
Miss Hillbilly, rude. That's right.
But you had a lot of stuff going on, like early access and all that.
Right. People expected that.
And then I had then the new cards came out today.
New cards.
So I was trying, let my viewers run the stream today while I, played against them.
Mm-hmm.
As long as they wanted to play the games, the stream kept going.
Oh. Stream kept going.
Yep.
That's cool. Well, as long as you had a stream that kept on growing.
Yep. Now, next Tuesday, I'll do it again. Another viewer days, and then...
You promise you'll do it again.
Yep. And then Tuesday night, I'll probably do a Commander game. What's a good time for you? 6, 7, or 8?
I could do 6, 7, or 8. Well,
Nah.
8. I could do 8, but that's only a one game night. Like I can only play one game at 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
6.
Like 6 is a decent time if we're live. If we're live by 6, but that's if you can get a game at 6. 7 seems to be a sweet spot for the night.
All right. We can do it at 7.
Yeah. As long as we can find players. It's been kind of hard to get players during these times. 8 o'clock seems to be like the most prime time.
Yep. So 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock. Yeah. Right. But I think I'm going to end the stream here because it's getting late and I need to start thinking about taking care of the kitchen and whatnot. Like taking care of dinner. A lot of fun jazz. Well, thank you everybody for showing up. Make sure to catch Hillbilly tomorrow.
Yep.
In the morning.
9 a.m.
Yeah, make sure to catch us tomorrow in the morning. All right. Let's get to the outro.
Start the morning with coffee in your cup. Time to hang out with friends and chat it up. Bring a smile and good luck. Hit that like button and let's chat it up. Good times start with us, you and me. Good morning, welcome to